EA Sports. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's up guys, it's J2B Gaming here, and today we're starting a new Road to Glory, and we'll be using German third side FC Würzburg. In the preseason, we will be competing in the European Continental Shield, as it is giving us the highest chance of winning, which means more money. Looking at the team, in the formation that we are going to be playing, we are a 1.5 star team. We have a 65 rated offense, a 65 rated midfield, and a 64 rated defense. We will be lining up in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. We will have Müller in goal, Hemmerich at right back, Hagele and Schoppen at center backs, Ronstadt at left back, Ream at defensive mid, Sontheimer and Nassi at center mids, Baumann at attacking mid, Kaufmann and Pfeiffer up top. In the preseason, we did get knocked out in the semifinals by Randers FC. Thanks to the cash that we got in our preseason tournament, I'm going to be looking to bring in a new left back, a new defensive mid, and a new attacking mid. We have made some transfer news as we have sold our first player in Dominic Baumann. He has been sold to Sandhausen for $950,000. We've also sold Hendrik Hansen to FC St. Gallen for $620,000. These are the three players that I am looking to bring in. These are the three players that accepted offers, and financially they made the most sense for us. So we are looking to bring in Havertz, the left back, Lubicic as our defensive mid, and Kvaratskhelia at attacking mid. That being said, we were able to sign Florian Havertz along with Georgi Kvaratskhelia and Dejan Lubicic. We have gone on to sell another player as Leon Batic has joined Lyngby BK for $220,000. We've also sold Maximilian Brunig to Finn Harps for $230,000. We now get into the first game of the season as we host FC Bayern 2 in the Flyer Alarm Arena. This is how we'll be lining up with our new signings. We will have Müller in goal, Hemmerich at right back, Hagele and Schoppen at center backs, Havertz at left back, Lubicic at defensive mid, Sontheimer and Nassi at center mids, Kaufmann at attacking mid, with Varenzi and Kvaratskhelia up top. Bayern Munich 2 will be lining up in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as well, so this will just come down to whose players are better. In the 13th minute, we were able to get the ball up top. Kaufmann is played in behind the defense. He uses his pace to stay in front of the defender. He then lays it across for Varenzi, who puts it into the back of the net for the easy goal, as we are now up 1-0 in the 14th minute of the game. In the 31st minute, we had a corner. It then fell to Kvaratskhelia, who puts it into the back of the net to put us up 2-0 in the 31st minute. In the 44th minute, they have the ball out wide. It is crossed into the box. Hemmerich is beaten in the air as their player puts the ball into the back of the net, as we are now only up 2-1 in the 45th minute. In the 84th minute, Varenzi plays the ball out wide for Hemmerich. He lines up his cross. It goes into Kvaratskhelia, who acrobatically puts it into the back of the net to put us up 3-1 in the 84th minute, sealing off the game. At full time, we would end up beating Bayern Munich 2 3-1 thanks to a goal from Varenzi, and Kvaratskhelia scored 2 on his debut. We now have another league game as we travel to face Braunschweig. Braunschweig will be lining up in a 4-4-2. We will continue to line up in our 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. We have not made any changes from the last game, and we will definitely have to utilize our strength in the central midfield if we want to win this game. In the 18th minute, they have a corner. Kaufmann is not able to win the aerial duel before it gets played into their striker, who puts it past Müller to put Braunschweig up 1-0 in the 19th minute. In the 37th minute, Kvaratskhelia gets the ball. He's going one-on-one with the defender. He plays it back to Nassi, who plays it to Lubicic, who is into Varenzi, who turns his defender, beats another one, and then crosses it into Kaufmann, who easily puts it into the back of the net, as we now equalize the game heading into the 38th minute. In the 63rd minute, we get the ball out wide. I try to switch the ball, but it does not work. The player then is played in behind the defense as our striker beats Müller to put them up 2-1 in the 63rd minute. At full time, we did end up losing to Braunschweig 2-1. We definitely did not deserve to win the game, so the result was definitely deserved. One thing that definitely did not hurt us in that game against Braunschweig was Lubicic suffered an injury just after halftime, and he is going to be out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. After we bought all of our players and sold some players, we have been left with $516,000 in the transfer budget, so I will be investing in a 2-star, 3-star scout to get somewhat of a youth academy established. I will be also signing another 2-star, 3-star scout as I look to fully invest in the youth academy. Our scouts for the next 3 months, we'll have our first scout going to Australia to find some defensive-minded players, and our second scout going to New Zealand to find some goalkeepers. We have another game in the league as we host 1860 München at the Flyer Alarm Arena. We have not made any changes to the starting lineup as it has been working well for us. 1860 München will also be lining up in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This definitely will be a battle of whose players are better, and I feel like our players are definitely better. Just before halftime, 1860 München get the ball. They have a quick and rapid counterattack as their striker is played in behind the defense. Chopin is doing a good job of keeping him away. However, he is able to get the ball into the box. Their player backheels it into his teammate, who puts it into the back of the net to put 1860 München up 1-0 just before halftime. In the 47th minute, Kirshvili gets the ball. He beats his defender. He then decides to go it alone as he is able to get around the defender. Before he shoots, the keeper blocks the first attempt. However, we are able to get the rebound. It gets played back to Lubicic, who then plays into Nasi, who plays into Kaufman, who beats his defender and puts the ball into the back of the net to tie the game up at 1-1 in the 49th minute. At full time, we would end up drawing 1-1. I feel like we could have won the game if we had played a little bit better. However, a draw is not the end of the world. We have sold another player as Eric Verstappen will be joining Schoeman Belmer for $320,000. One player in our youth academy that I will be promoting to the first team is Elliot Cox. He is a 6'1" defensive-minded defensive mid. He is a 60 overall with a potential of 66 to 82, so he could be a player for us in the future. However, it is not likely. We now have another game in the league as we host KFC Uerdingen at the Flyer Alarm Arena. We continue to make no changes to our starting lineup. KFC Uerdingen will be lining up in a 4-4-2. We will have to take advantage of our 4 center mids if we want to control and dictate the game. In the 17th minute, one of their strikers is played in behind the defense. He crosses it to his striking partner, who puts it into the back of the net as we are now down 1-0 in the 17th minute of the game. In the 38th minute, Sontheimer gets the ball out wide. He plays Frezzi, who plays Henrik in behind the defense. He crosses it, and Kaufman is able to smash it into the back of the net on the volley to tie the game up at 1-1 in the 39th minute. At full time, we would end up drawing 1-1 thanks to that goal from Kaufman, as Uerdingen are one of the top teams in the league, so we will take that. We now host Victoria Köln in the league at Flyer Alarm Arena. We will be continuing to line up in this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. The only change I've made is I have switched Kaufman for Kirshvili. Victoria Köln will be lining up in a 4-2-3-1. In the 42nd minute, we have the ball inside their box. Kirshvili is able to draw a penalty in the 43rd minute. That foul was definitely unnecessary. However, we will take the penalty as it is a chance for us to go up 1-0 in the game. As you can see here, the defender just caught his back leg. It was an unnecessary foul, however, we will take it. Chopin, our captain, will be the one to step up to take the penalty. We look to put it into the bottom right corner. He steps up to shoot, sends the keeper the wrong way, and converts the penalty as we go up 1-0 in the 43rd minute. In the 70th minute, Hathorts his ball out wide. He plays Nassi in behind the defense. He's able to dribble past the defender. He gets knocked, however, he stays on his feet, plays it through to Krashvili, who puts it into the back of the net to put us up 2-0 in the 71st minute. At full time, we would go on to win 2-0 thanks to goals from Chopin and Krashvili. We now have another league game, as this time we travel to Bayern Munich 2. Bayern Munich will be lining up in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. For this game, I'll be experimenting with the team a little bit, as I've changed this to a 4-2-3-1 narrow. We will have Mueller in goal, Hemorrhagic at right back, Huggley, Chopin at center backs, Hathertz at left back, Lubicic and Anasi at defensive mids, Kaufman at right attacking mid, Sontemayor at attacking mid, with Krishashvili at left attacking mid with Ferenzi up top. In the 15th minute, we have the ball out wide. Lubicic plays it into Krishashvili. He is able to turn around his defender before he crosses it into Sontheimer, who puts it into the back of the net to put us up 1-0 in the 16th minute. In the 21st minute, Bayern Munich 2 have the ball. Their striker plays it in behind the defense for his striking partner, who smashes it past Mueller to tie the game up at 1-1 in the 21st minute. In the 26th minute, Bayern Munich 2 have the ball out wide. They're working it around their defense. Their center mid gets the ball. He's then able to play the ball through Chopin. Their striker gets the ball, and he puts it near post past Mueller to put Bayern Munich 2 up 2-1 in the 28th minute. In the 32nd minute, Ferenzi has the ball on the edge of their box. He's able to shield the ball from his defender. He plays Sontheimer in behind, and Sontheimer puts it past the keeper to tie the game up at 2-2 in the 33rd minute. In the 37th minute, Bayern Munich 2 gets the ball into their striker. Their attacking mid is played in behind defense before he knocks it back to the striker, who puts it near post past Mueller to put them up 3-2 in the 38th minute. In the 47th minute, Bayern Munich 2 have the ball again. We look to win back the ball, however they're passing it around our defense. Their player gets played in behind the defense on the wing. He then crosses the ball, and Hemmerich is beaten on the ball as we now go down 4-2 in the 49th minute. In the 89th minute, Bayern Munich 2 have the ball again on the top of our box. Their striker gets the ball again. He turns and puts it past Mueller as we are now down 5-2 in the 90th minute. Bayern Munich 2 would end up scoring another goal as we ended up losing 6-2. This definitely was not the way we wanted to end the first half of the season. However, we can look on this and improve. As we head into the January, looking at the league, we are currently in 9th place on 28 points. I feel like this is definitely a good spot for us to be. We won't get promoted this season, however, this proves that we could make the push for promotion next season. I hope you all enjoyed watching. I should have more videos of the series coming out soon, and if you want to see my other career mode Road to Glory, check out the playlist on the screen. And it's J2B Gaming, signing off.
EA Sports, it's in the game. EA Sports, it's in the game.